Okay, so I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here, but I'm going to do just that because what she said is true. I think that one of the reasons I wanted to be here today is because I'm very inspired by the people who are doing the groundwork. And there's so many ways to be a part of a community, and there's so many ways to inform and to inspire. And some people I feel, and I notice, are feeling apathy towards all the whole political, or they were feeling apathy, and I think that this midterms elections all of a sudden feel even more important than the presidential elections. It feels more urgent. And the interesting thing that I was telling actually my hosts that picked me up yesterday, took me out to dinner to a great Indian restaurant. We were talking, and I told them that it was very interesting that I had just told my manager that I wanted to reach out to Planned Parenthood because of what they had meant to me at some point in my life when I came as a young immigrant just like 18 years ago. I moved from Dominican Republic to New York with this dream to be an actor, but little resources and of course no health insurance. And in those few years when I was a struggling actor with not much happening except my very successful retail career, I didn't have insurance, and Planned Parenthood provided me with a lot of help. And in many instances, and one occasion I was found with a cyst and a lump in a breast, and you know, nothing major, but what it could have been, it was prevented by the help that I was provided in Planned Parenthood. And it always stood with, and not only that, but it was helpful to people, to my little resources at the time, and affordable cost and whatnot. And I remember that stayed with me. At the time, it didn't mean that much. I'm like, okay, it's the U.S. Of course, the U.S. would have centers that would help women if they don't have resources. Well, fast forward, that's not where we are, and that's precisely what the fight is about. And it stood out with me as my life evolved and as my career evolved, God, that was the lifeline for so many women. And why is there a war against an organization that's trying to help us? And specifically, women of color and women with low resources. And it's like, wait, there's something very innately wrong in this, and let alone what this current administration has done to make it even more dangerous for women to be a woman. So it's everything that was already there, just from, I always say, like, being a woman is a political act in itself. You are born an activist without meaning to, because you're every day fighting for your rights. I feel that I connected with this organization. So the moment that it was such a coincidence that I was contacted by someone there, it was natural for me to say yes. And then they announced about this gathering with the Latinx community in Reading, and I was like, I'm there.